Hello and welcome to another episode of the Woodsman Wack-Off, the series that puts two woodsmen face to face to see which competitor can whack off their log the fastest. In today's episode, we find out if Hot Rod can transform an Echo 7310 into a 500i killer. The Stihl 500i is touted by many Stihl fanboys everywhere as the fastest saw on the market. It comes in at 79.2 cc's, is the first ever fuel-injected power saw, and only costs $1,500. That is, if you can even find one, because the fanboys keep gobbling them up as if they were the very best things ever to be invented. The Echo 7310 weighs in at just 73.5 cc's, is an old school carbureted setup, and you can get one for about $850. Well, Hot Rod has been consistently upping his skills from simple muffler mods to porting, polishing, and downright full tilt customization. Seriously, this old hillbilly has really been turning saws up to 11. He was recently given the task to make a 7310 faster than a Stihl 500i. So he cut the cylinder base, built a tuned hammerhead pipe, lowered the floor, raised the roof, and said, "Break out the Bud Lights and let's get this party started." So that's what we're about to do. All right. There's Hot Rod. Woo! Getting it fired up. You can tell he's excited. And Soft Hand Steve needs to say hi to his mom like always. Here we go. They're revving him up and getting ready for the gentle slide. Ooh! Hot Rod is just talking trash right out the gate, giving him a thumbs down, but here we go with the gentle slide down the shaft. Here we go. Man, both of those saws are truly fast. They really are. But my goodness, look at that Echo. Wow. Buried the 500i. Here comes the tug up. Let's see how they work whenever we need some torque. Both saws are getting pulled really hard, but my gosh, again, that Echo is just climbing through that red oak. Wow. Oh, Soft Hand Steve's got his hand full with that 500i, though. It's still a powerful saw. And here we are with the vice grip. Both saws going down. Oh, the Echo got hung up a little bit. Oh, the Stihl got hung up a little, too. Well, the Echo took it, but you know what? I think they're going to do another vice grip. Here we go. Got the dogs are barking, ladies and gentlemen. The Stihl keeps on getting bogged down a little bit. But that Echo is just munching some oak. Woo! Look at Hot Rod. Boy, he's excited. And Steve's about to have a heart attack.
Beat that, Stihl.
Oh, what was that? Hot Rod. He's talking trash there at the end. Okay, folks, so the winner of this here competition is the ported 7310, and it didn't just beat the Stihl, it kind of humiliated it. I mean, come on. All right, let's see what Bodie has to say about this. Woo! Okay, so feeling very good, feeling very accomplished with that one. The build went really well. Thank you, Charlie Briscoe, for all of your advice. I get advice from other places too, Joe. I didn't exactly on this one, but you know what? Porting is porting. And for the most part, if you can do it on one saw, you can do it on another. Sure, there's some differences here and there. I get that. There's little things that you can do on this one that you can't do on that one. I get that. But for the most part, porting is porting, and I've been learning a lot from a lot of different people is what I'm trying to say. Grant, thank you for your little tidbits. I mean, they're small, but hey, I keep them. I trap them inside here, and then I put them to work. You know, Dino Joe, you've been really gracious and helpful as well. Heck, Eric, you've mentioned some stuff that I really keep. You know, I really keep. Tim, we talk about stuff like this all the time, and you know, we're seeing the community, and oh God, I don't really talk personally. I don't talk personally at all with Tin Man or Iron Horse or Bayou Country Saws, which Kinsey. There's a lot of people that I watch. Walker, Donnie Walker, there's a lot of people that I watch and I see what they do and I hear what they say and I learn. And thank you guys for sharing your knowledge. And I will always share my knowledge. So that is what separates us from fucking monkeys, okay? Is our ability to communicate with each other and learn what this person did and go, oh, and then now I'm going to take it a step further, right? That's how we've built these civilizations and stuff, to keep secrets bottled up is, in my opinion, childish. There we go. That's the right word. I do understand if there's certain little things that are really specific that you do and you don't want to tell anybody. I do understand that. But general knowledge of how something is done should never be kept. It should never, ever be kept under lock and key. We should have access to that. And we should share it and feel happy about sharing it. And so, anyways, all I can say is it's hard for me to, I am trying to ride the fence on staying humble, right? And tooting my own horn. Because I've been fucking killing it. I mean, a lot of people, in my life have been like, where did you get all your confidence from? And I go, well, it sure as hell ain't from losing. So for whatever reason, and I do like to give credit to the people that came before me. I got this thing with doctors, guys. 9 out of 10 doctors aren't any smarter than your average pretty smart fella, right? But they get touted as just the smartest people and everything, which really it boils down to they've got good study habits and the stick-to-itiveness, the wherewithal to actually go through like 8 years of school. Now they deserve to be celebrated in that matter, or in that aspect, but a doctor is just learning something that smarter people already figured out. And so it's just simply their basic ability to study and work hard and see something through. Are they really all that smart? My hats are off to the actual innovators. The ones who go out there and figure out, I'm going to cut open this dog and tie up its pancreas so that it cannot send whatever it's sending through that tube, and we're going to measure the blood sugar in this dog and find out what that pancreas actually does. Holy shit. Turns out that it regulates the blood sugar. That person who figured that out, brilliant, right? Me right here, all I'm doing is taking the knowledge that has been passed along by the guys that I just mentioned, and I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. Am I stealing their business? Shit, no. I mean, it's just like there's so many people out there that want a saw to be ported, right? That idea is kind of silly. Maybe if you lived in a logging community and I don't know, whatever. Anyways, we're getting too BSy. Let's talk about the saws. Okay, now, if you listen to what I was saying about the 500i and the 7310, it's probably going to sound like I'm hating on the 500i. I'm not. That 500i is a damn nice saw. It is really, really nice. For number one reason, Stihl finally figured out the frickin' on-off switch. It's none of this stupid up and down with the choke. Their switch is terrible. So they finally figured out that. That's fantastic. The anti-vibe is off the charts good. It is the smoothest saw I have ever ran in my life. It is excellent. And the weight it doesn't, I don't think it quite weighs 14 pounds. Probably right there at 14 pounds. And the Echo is like right there at 15 pounds. The Stihl's not quite 1 pound less. But I mean, it's noticeable. It is very noticeable. And then we can't help, of course, we got to talk about the power. The thing is tremendously fast. It's a wonderful saw. I really can't speak highly enough about it. It is an excellent saw. It didn't blow my mind, but it is an excellent, excellent saw. The 7310 out of the box is just kind of ho-hum. It's a lot like a stock 372. I believe it's a little heavier than a 372. But and I'm not talking about X-Torque. Ugh, spit that out your mouth. I'm talking about the old school 372s. It's very similar to that in power, just feel, performance. I do believe it's a little bit heavier and a little bit bigger as well, though. But it's an excellent saw right out the box. A bit down on power. Well, as you just saw, it really comes alive when ported properly. They've got a really unique transfer port setup. They literally have three transfer ports, and the rear port is considerably higher. It's considerably higher than the other two. And so what that's doing is the transfers, whenever they come on, that one in the rear comes on way before the other two. And whenever it does that, it is holding in all of the combusted gases. All right, it's holding it in so that we get a good burn, right, before it makes it out the exhaust. And it's an effort at meeting EPA requirements or whatever. That's what it is. It's trying to not reject fuel out the exhaust. So whenever you port those, I mean, with me, I didn't just raise them even. Wait a minute, I'm doing it wrong. Is that right? Yeah. I didn't just raise them even. I actually staggered them like that so that they rush in and they towards the carburetor, towards the intake side, and flush the spent gases out. And it worked. Worked really, really well. That saw cuts tremendously well. The modified Echo spins faster than the Stihl, but whenever you had the 28-inch bar and you were dogging in, it slowed down considerably more. I mean, it still beat the Stihl whenever that was happening, but I guess because it was spinning so high, like in the cut with a 28-inch bar, that Echo, if allowed to just gently slide down the shaft, was cutting at about 12,500 RPMs, which is a lot, guys. That is really cutting. A 28-inch bar, and it can pull it at 12,500 RPMs. Holy shit. So whenever you dogged it in, it would really drop down to 10,000 RPMs, maybe a little bit lower even. And well, it seemed like a big deal, like this thing doesn't have the torque. But basically what it was doing was it was just matching the speed of the Stihl. The Stihl, of course, did not feel like it lost any chain speed whenever you dogged it in. And it's because, it's because it was not spinning at a high RPM to begin with. In the cut, that Stihl probably only cuts at about 10,500 RPMs, right? Which is why the Echo is so much faster, right? In the cut, it's probably not, 10,500, maybe 11,000 RPMs, maybe. But whenever you dogged it in, Yes, it lowered the RPMs, but the difference was not that much because its starting point was not that much. So they both, when dogged in and a 28-inch bar, they both are cutting right here. Ooh, it's hard to keep that level. But when you're not dogged in, the Stihl is here and the echo is here. So the echo is a lot faster than the Stihl. Sorry, I don't know. I ramble a lot. Anyways, it's been a fun video. I guess it's probably about time for me to sign off. I'm extremely happy about it. That hammerhead pipe worked out tremendously well too. I know a lot of you guys it's very natural for you to want to go, oh, can you get one with the stock pipe on there? Let's see what that does. Because you're thinking in your head, well, I don't know if I want that hammerhead pipe, or that hammerhead pipe may not be worth it. Well, every time something like that happens, you have to sit back and you have to go, wait a minute. Does this take a lot of effort for Bodie to make these videos? I bet you it does. So there's only so much I can do. You know, I mean, there's only so much I can do. In with this saw, I actually used the stock muffler and cut it up in order to get that back plate, and then I built the hammerhead pipe from that. So it's impossible for me to actually do a test with the stock muffler. But I do understand, and you know, man, I like you guys so much. It's really a really cool thing to be doing something and get absolute support and people going, wow, this is great. I love what you're doing, you know, and it's nice. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. The channel is actually starting to make money, which means that the channel is only going to get better and better and better. The more money I can make off of this channel, the better it will get. You guys, if you watch this at all, you'll know that I do have a background in editing and a little bit of video training and stuff. And it's just going to be up and 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 up. With my first paycheck from these videos, I bought a brand new Echo 4510. You guys get to see that, right? Right now, I just purchased three more saws for the channel. A Husky 365 Special, a 268 XP, and a 266 SE. So not to a point this will end, you know, but to a point, the money that I make from this channel will go directly back into it to make it better. Like I'm getting a cry cut. I will be getting a Cricut maker machine so that I can make my own gaskets, make my own decals. And so all that stuff will it'll just add up and get better and better and better and better. So keep watching the videos. Give thumbs up. I know you don't even think about it, but it's a big deal. It's a big deal. If you are watching this, then you are in it. You like this shit. So hit the thumbs up. Hit it. You know? If you haven't subscribed, what the hell are you waiting for? All right? And if you're feeling really bold, share. All right, guys. You take care. One more little thing that I realized that I forgot to mention, and that is, why would you do this? Why not just buy a Stihl 500i? It's a fair question, right? But that 500i is expensive as a mother trucker. I mean, it's ridiculously expensive. It's $1,500, right? On their website, they got it marked as like $1,409 or something like that. That's with a 16-inch bar. Nobody is going to buy that saw with a 16-inch bar. Most people are going to buy it with a 25-inch bar. And then it's over $1,500, I believe. $1,509, or maybe it's $1,499, but it's right there at $1,500. And so you're like, oh my God, $1,500. That's enlightening. I mean, I got my 592 XP, which I will say is a better saw than that 500i. It's a little bit heavier. It is. But if you're going to pull out a saw like that, it's not super big. It really isn't. It's not super big. The 500i is smaller, but the 592, it ain't bad. It really ain't. And so I got my 592 for like less than $1,300. I know it was. It was less than $1,300. So the other thing is you can't find the damn 500Is. They're sold out. They're sold out because in the United States, I mean, 90% of people probably are convinced that if you want a professional saw, you have to get Stihl, and that's it. You know, I mean, the other day whenever I was buying the saws, I just mentioned that I got 3 more project saws. I got it from a guy. Got them from a guy, and we're talking, and I was like, yeah, I love chainsaws, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, you're wearing a Poland shirt. And I was like, dude, you just don't know. I mean, they made some fantastic stuff. But, you know, most people, now he was knowledgeable, and he knew what was going on. But most people, they think that there's only one professional chainsaw. And they also think, this is what really gets me, they think that everything that is Stihl is made in Germany and professional grade. I'm telling you, it's just not, people don't know. People are just crazy. So, or just simply ignorant, uninformed. So, so there you go. The 2 reasons there that you would do something like this is number one, cost. The 500i is going to cost you $1,500 plus tax. So we're looking, that's a $1,600 plus saw. I mean, it's expensive. It's very expensive. Whereas the Echo, you can get that regularly for $850. You know, you can probably get it a little bit less. So $850, and then you pay a guy like me. I charge $300 for the porting, and it was $80 for the pipe. So let's just say $400. $400. You got it for $850, and plus taxes. So let's say $950 plus the $400, right? And so you're looking at $1,350. So you're saving money, saving about $300. You're getting a better saw, and you have parts available, or you have the saw is available to you. You can actually go to the store and get one right now. So it's like, so that's why you would do it. Somebody was like, yeah, I don't know why you do that. You know, I mean, a lot of people don't understand modification at all. And I don't mean that they don't understand how it works. I mean that they don't understand why anyone would do it. They're like, it's a perfectly fine saw. But man, we've been putting dual exhaust on cars. We've been modifying engines since the very beginning. Since the beginning of an engine. Since we made the first engine, the first thought was, how do we make it stronger and more capable and could do more things? So if you don't understand modification, you're out of the loop, dude. All right. That is definitely enough. See ya.